and thanks for staying with us. Nigerian Customs Service sees kegs of petroleum products about to be smuggled outside the country. Also on Customs Report, ACG Zone A speaks on promotional officers in the zone. Plus, more reports. I am Egisemeti. Stay tuned. The Customs Controller General has warned exporters of finished petroleum products to desist from the act of smuggling of the item across the nation's borderline. He was speaking in Adama while addressing members of the press in the zone.
However, this problem seems to have persisted. The persistent menace of economic sabotage through the smuggling of these products continues to threaten our national economy and collective well-being of our citizens. These illegal activities undermine our domestic fuel supply chain and also poses a direct challenge to our national security infrastructure. Despite all the well-articulated economic reforms of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration to ensure adequate domestic supply of the products and stabilize the sector, some unpatriotic elements driven by unconscionable profit motives remain very determined to undermine these efforts through increasingly complex smuggling operations across our various borders. Their activities constitute a direct assault on our economy, depriving millions of Nigerians of essential products meant for our domestic consumption. And in the process, they also weaken our national productivity and economic resilience. You may wish to recall that at about the middle of the year, last year, Nigerian Customs Service, with the active support of the Office of the National Security Advisor, put in place a special operation codenamed Operation Whirlwind with the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA. This strategic intervention has intensified surveillance and enforcement operations across critical border corridors in Nigeria. The operation's recent successes, including the interception of significant quantities of petroleum products across the countries and communities, has proven to be one of the critical success stories of the effectiveness of our integrated approach to border security. In a clear demonstration of our sustained momentum, barely 2 weeks ago, we recorded a total seizure of 1,716,656 liters of petroleum products for the year ended 2024. The impression that the criminal elements have or had was that we are going to relax our vigilance and alertness during the Yuletide period. We must emphasize that these products intended for domestic use were being systematically diverted to neighboring countries through illegal routes and waterways. It is this pattern of economic sabotage that receives our resolute attention. And today, I'm here to present yet another series of significant achievements in our efforts to effectively intensify border patrol operations and intelligence-driven interventions to protect our economy. As stated, we went on the Christmas and New Year holiday, but we left on holiday, we did not leave our guards. We were still alive to our responsibilities in all of these places to ensure that those who may want to take advantage of the holidays did not succeed. And following intensive intelligence-driven operations across the zone, that's Zone D, covering the Adamawa-Taraba Command specifically, I am pleased to present details of our recent seizures under the operation. Our gallant officers have successfully intercepted and seized a total of 199,495 liters of PMS being diverted through concealment methods and other smuggling techniques. The duty paid value of these seizures amounts to 199,495,000 naira. In terms of the granular details, these operations yielded the following major seizures. The first was that of 4 fuel tankers carrying in them 97,000 liters of PMS. Next is a total of 1,363 jerry cans of 25 liters each, totaling 34,075 liters. The third group is that of 311 drums of 220 liters each, all of them totaling 68,420 liters. After this briefing, we are going to be conducting you around these seizures. We will see the tankers. The tankers are not in these facilities currently. They are currently at the petroleum outlets where we are going to conduct the public auctioning of these products. Of course, directly behind us here are the various sizes of containers ranging from 20 liters, 25 liters, 30 liters, and the drums that were being used to convey these products outside the country. Our vigilant officers operating in high-risk terrains intercepted these products through a well-coordinated operation targeting sophisticated smuggling attempts. And some of those places were during the nighttime river crossing operations at a place known as Dasin Waterways, where large-scale maritime smuggling using sophisticated boat network was disrupted. During the operations, we also discovered and dismantled illegal storage facilities within 500 meters to 1 kilometer of border communities to the nearest Cameroonian territory. We also intercepted fuel tankers attempting concealment in unauthorized dispensing points, serving as smuggling reservoirs. The most worrisome part of this was the arrest of some tankers along the bank of River Benue, where they were dispensing their products into jerry cans and drums before they were intercepted. The prevention of cross-border movements through unofficial routes, particularly the Gulamba-Song axis, and in some of these locations were just about 8 kilometers to the Cameroonian border. And finally, we have a number of strategic waterways in Adamawa, and our interdiction on these waterways included the seizure of a major shipment which contained 311 drums, and each of the drums carrying 210 liters of fuel and multiple jerry cans. All these interventions were executed at identified smuggling corridors, including those in Moba, Dasin, Gulamba Song, Mobi Mahia, and the critical waterways and points along our international borders with Cameroon. The repeated attempts by economic saboteurs to divert our strategic national assets clearly demonstrates their determination to inflict hardship on law-abiding Nigerians. Let it be clearly understood that Nigeria Customs Service would continue to remain resolute and unshakable in our mandate to protect our national economy. These seizures reported should also be considered beyond the quantity that I've just told you, as they also represent customs commitment to safeguarding our national strategic assets, ensuring petroleum products meant for domestic consumption reach their intended destinations, protecting our government revenue, and maintaining the integrity of the borders. We will continue to deploy additional resources and adapt even more stringent measures to ensure that these saboteurs find no safe haven within our areas of responsibility. We will also continue to adapt our strategies to enhance our intelligence gathering capacities. We will continue to strengthen our partnerships with other security agencies to combat these economic saboteurs effectively. It is also to be noted that Nigerian Customs Service has started the implementation of the adoption of the use of geospatial technology to map our borders, to monitor real-time what is going on in these borders, and identify positively smuggling routes and smuggling operations. One of the seizures that was made during that we're reporting upon was through the satellite images that we were able to acquire straight from our command and control center in Abuja, and the information was relayed to operatives here in Adamawa, led them to the location, and interception was made. Before I conclude, I must also answer the question, what will happen to these products? As stated earlier, the major strategy is not only to disrupt the smuggling networks, but also ensure that we take these products away from them and ensure that Nigerians would not suffer from product scarcity.
I want to thank the CGC. He is a man that talks and do. Whatever he says, mark my words, you will meet it like that and it will be done. I want to thank him for, it's a grace and opportunity for you to be granted a chance to serve your nation. We are not the only one that can do it. There are others too that could do it. But for singling some of us out, and we are doing the assignment, like I keep saying, you cannot clap with one hand. Whatever we do here is being replicated everywhere. It's just that the level of smuggling here is more than any other place in Nigeria. We have the statistics, we have the data to corroborate what we have just said. I want to thank our sister agencies, especially the military and the police, for coming to our aid whenever they are called upon. It is a symbiotic relationship that has endured over a long period of time. And like my CGC keeps saying, that there is no security agency that can do it all alone. It is that synergy that we need and we have gotten. I want to say thank you. As for the media men, we have been friends. You have been reporting our activities not only here, in Lagos, in Port Harcourt, in Kano, Katsina, and very soon you will hear us in Kwara. I want to thank you for your accurate reportage. And to the entire community of Adamawa, I want to implore you, when you see something, say something. Do not allow criminals to fester in your domain. Report their activities promptly so that you will continue to enjoy this largesse that you are enjoying. All what you are seeing now is expected to go into one pocket. But now is something that will be shared across the line. Everybody will partake in it.
You are watching the program Customs Report. The Assistant Controller General of Customs, Adam A, has said that customs submission in the zone will always surpass their revenue target as approved by government. He was speaking in Lagos.
Very worthy one, and we did it for the whole world to know what we've been doing and what we are going to do for the whole for Nigeria and then globally. The customs service globally have been misconstrued by so many people, especially here in Nigeria. They paint us negatively. Meanwhile, we contribute so much to the growth, to the economic growth of the country. Every year we surpass our target, especially this year, under the leadership of our Controller General, Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, mp4, FNIIA, PSC Daga. We were able to surpass our target. As at October last year, we had surpassed our target. And at the end of the year, we surpassed our target by, we generated 6.1 trillion naira. That is to tell you that we contributed immensely to the economic growth of the nation. And we made a lot of seizures of illicit drugs, arms and ammunition that were imported into the country. If we were not able to make such seizures, I'm telling you, you can imagine what the type of devastation those weapons would have caused on the economy, and the illicit drugs, how it would have turned our youth especially into something else, negativity and otherwise.
The Controller, Tinkan Customs Command, speaks also on customs matters.
This is fundamentally my first official assignment as a customs area controller of Tinkan Island Port. I feel elated that even at short notice, my friend, my brother who started this job together came here to grace this occasion. It's a fantastic day for the nation, it's a fantastic for the service, and long live Federal Republic of Nigeria.
The newly decorated officers at Lekki Command has been told to increase the level of participation in customs operations in the zone. The advice was handed down by the controller in charge of Lekki Zone in Lagos.
It is a very, very unique day. And the uniqueness of that day rests on the fact that it offers us an opportunity to appreciate our respected workforce and also highlight the roles customs administrations in member nations have been playing in achieving the goals of the WCO. Guided by the need to position the Nigerian Customs Service well, to meet the demands and opportunities of the modern global trading community, and also to support the economic reform agenda of the current administration, the focus of the Nigerian Customs Service under the good leadership of the Controller General of Customs Service, CGC, Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, mp4, FNIPR, DSM, PSC Daga, has been to build a virile, resilient, purposeful, service-oriented, knowledge-driven customs service. And our vision has been to see how we can transform the economic fortunes of our dear country. The theme of this year's celebration is customs delivering commitment to efficiency, security, and prosperity. That underscores our mission. Yesterday, the CGC in the headquarters highlighted the significant strides the service has been making in turning commitment into tangible and concrete action. Today, here, we will be making an attempt to localize our commitment, the commitment we have been doing within the Lagos Free Zone Command regarding efficiency, security, and prosperity. Over the years, we have been working diligently to align ourselves with the vision of the CGC and its management team in leveraging on the existing frameworks towards advancing trade, promoting investment, fostering economic growth, and strengthening our partnerships with our stakeholders. Regarding efficiency in the Lagos Free Zone Command, it has been a good story to tell. Trade facilitation is not something we play or we pay rhetorics to. We are very, very good in the way we facilitate trade. We are blessed with very excellent scanning machines in the port. Fixed, mobile, and gantry scanners, FX600, currently the best in the country we have in Lekki. And that has significantly reduced the needless delay that are times associated with physical inspection. And when that is done, operational efficiency is no doubt enhanced.
A container loaded with stolen donkey scale worth 4.2 billion naira have been seized by Federal Operation Unit Zone A in Lagos. The customs controller said that the container was being transported to the port with the help of some smugglers who later ran away.
Dry donkey skin in a container of 1x40, and the pieces is an export product. It's an anti-smuggling effort on export goods, and we're able to get that quantity of 4,410 pieces.
According to him, the smugglers slaughtered over 4,000 live donkey and attempted to smuggle them out of the country.
It means they have killed over 4,000 donkeys, and they were now attempted to smuggle them out of the country. So CITES, that's Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species, which we are signatory to, has been violated, and we shall investigate thoroughly to unmask the unscrupulous individuals that are behind this act.
He also seized cannabis, used vehicles, and other uncustomed goods worth billions of naira. Just before I round up this week edition of the program Customs Report, we brought you a report where the siege of Nigerian Customs Service has continued to warn exporters of Nigerian products outside the country to desist from the act. For me, Igeseme Itinye. Thanks for watching.